take emotions that are in people's bodies, I locate them in their muscles, and I'm able to pull them out, sometimes with my hands, moving their bodies around. Sometimes it takes questioning. Sometimes it takes discovery through movement. And once I can do that with individuals, then I can do that with groups. And what that does is it creates this space for people to just kind of be themselves.
5, 6, here we go, in. Ha! Ha! Yes. One more time. That was good. Are you breathing? Did you breathe? Because if you don't breathe when you do this dance, you will die. There's no way that you're gonna make it. You're gonna hold your breath like this, and the curtain gonna close, and the lights gonna go out, you're gonna go, don't do it.
Dance saved my life. I would be a statistic, or I would have taken my life already if I didn't have this thing. I see it in other people. And people think that because you go through certain things, you have certain trauma in your upbringing, or maybe even in your adult life or young adult life, that that's who you are. It's not necessarily who you are, but it's also not something to run away from. And so what movement does is it takes the truth out of that, it funnels it into beauty, and then it puts it out as light into the world for other people to see and relate to. I believe that movement is way better than words because it gets past the prefrontal cortex, which is like our language barrier. Here comes the psychologist in me, right? You asked me 5 years ago if I was ever gonna have a company, and I would say no, like adamantly. I do not want that, because I understood what my dance teachers did for me, and I just didn't feel like I had enough, or was qualified enough, or was just enough in general in order to do that for other people, because what dance did, it revolutionized my life. It revolutionized the way that I see the world.
Don't try to make both legs meet. Instead of going like up like this, go up like this. Did you see that? Yes. Okay, so now step. Put the flex the, go from a kick. Flex the hip inside. Put the femur inside of the hip. So drop this down and then, yep, inside. There you go.
Like, I feel more confident. I feel more supported as a team. Like, I really feel like we are a team. Like, we're more so like a family because we're so in sync with each other.
And for me, everything's like theory. Then I come into class and you basically, it's like you knew what I've been reading about, and all of a sudden you're like pulling it out of my brain and putting it inside of my body and teaching me like what that looks like, what shifting energies look like, what healing and recognizing your emotions look like.
We come here and we get healing away from having a bad day, but what you've taught me to do is to come back after you've been healed and you think you're fine. Come back. If you're stressed the next day, come back to push and grow and become that new person while accepting who I am now.
Dance was a way for me to express. Dance was a way for me to connect with those feelings and actually feel those feelings and not say, okay, I'm processing through, or people like to say I'm doing the work, but like actually get in there, let those feelings out in a very safe way, and then turn them into something beautiful and turn them into something useful. So that way dance is not just about entertainment, dance is about healing, because that's what art is for anyway.